All right, hello, John S. Rhodes here of the Rhodes Brothers. And the topic of today's short message is how we got our first 500 subscribers on YouTube. And this is Greater Wealth Through Mastery. Now, before we get to the 500, I want to briefly review another video which you can find on this channel very easily, and that is the top 7 lessons that we shared with you on how we grew our YouTube channel to over 100 subscribers. So I'm going to hit those 7 very quickly and then go into how we hit 500. All right, so number 1, take action. Absolutely true. Number 2, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Number 3, give people what they want. Number 4, know what you're going to say. Number 5, rehearse. Number 6, use ethical bribes. And number 7, believe in yourself. So what I'll say is go back, find that video. We will try to link to it in the show notes and or put it on the screen, and you will see that particular video. Very useful. We learned a ton when we were able to hit that first milestone of 100 subscribers. So we are 5 times bigger than that now, which is really amazing. 5 times that in a very short period of time. So this is going to be a very quick video. I'm going to now go through a number of points here. I believe I have 5 points for you about how we hit those first 500. So number 1 is keep improving the quality. The way that I have done this my whole life, and what I've done specifically here with the videos that I've been creating along with my brother Matt Rhodes, is getting better with every single video. But I have a very specific mental metric that I use, and that's get 1% better with every single video that I create. Just 1%. Now, I'm not going to get my calculator out, but if you get 1% better over and over and over and over again, it's not just 1%, then 2%, then 3%. No, that 1% compounds, just like compound interest. So just keep getting better. And you don't need to get twice as good. You don't need to be 10 times better. Just from the power of time and compounding and quantity, producing one video after another. There's another video on this channel that we recently published about the creation of the first 25 videos on the Rhodes Brothers channel. And we applied this 1% better every time principle, just over and over and over again. You can do the exact same thing, and it's a very simple little mind trick or mental trick so that you do indeed get a little bit better. Take notes, change your lighting, do better research, talk to other people, test something new, but you can get 1% better, just 1% better, and then it compounds. And then you sometimes even get better than 1% better, and you might get 3, 5, 8, 20, 50% better. And then you can, basically have this radical leap forward, which is really awesome when you're able to do that. All right, number 2, and this is very much related. Understand the Pareto principle. You've probably heard that before. It's the 80-20 rule. And I'm going to flip it around because usually people say, hey, focus on the 20% of those things that provide 80% of the value. The better way to think about the Pareto principle when it comes to subscribers and video creation is that nothing is fair or equal. And by that I mean there are videos that will be wildly, radically better than your worst videos. Now, if you just do 5 videos, you're not going to have this. So you do need to create 10, 15, 20, 25, and more videos. But you'll find that the top videos, those top 3, 4, 5 videos are just enormously more valuable to people, and they will drive way more views, and you'll get way more subscribers and click-throughs and so on, way more thumbs up, You will get that with just a few videos. Now, here's what's very interesting about that. Those videos that everyone seems to like way more than the ones at the bottom of the pile, they will also drive views to your back catalog. So your best videos will automatically, magnetically attract people to many of your other videos that you've already created that are already available. So you can focus on those videos that are really, really working well. And the videos that are working well, you can create more videos that are like those videos. So you are creating or finding or testing with various videos, but those best videos tell you exactly where you ought to be spending your time, exactly what to focus on, the right kinds of topics, the right kind of thumbnail, the right kind of language. And it's been just a bonanza for us to be able to have as many videos as we have. It's over 25 at this point in time. We just keep creating video after video, and we focus more and more on what works with the algorithm, what works for our subscribers, what works for us and our knowledge. And my brother's behind the scenes doing research with the team. He's doing research himself. He goes into the back end of YouTube and he makes little tweaks and he's figuring things out. All while I'm out here, you're seeing my face and my smiles and my energy, you're feeling that come through. He's doing that because he understands the 80-20 rule, and he knows that, hey, 4 out of 5 of these things that I do, 4 out of 5 of the videos we create won't even be close to that 1 out of 5 videos. The Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule, is alive and well. And I actually ran some numbers for you. Our number one video, so get a load of this, our number one video is literally 100 times better in terms of the number of views compared to the other, right? So it's 100 times, 100 times better. 100 times. I can't stress that enough. The fact that I created those videos that did poorly, so the bottom 4, I could cry, I could be sad, I could be down. No, I'm going to focus. I'm gonna be grateful for, and I'm going to embrace the top 20%, the top 1 out of 5, the top 2 out of 10, the top 3 out of 15. All right, I was doing some math there for you. But nothing is fair. Life's not fair. These videos are not fair. That's just the way that it works. The rich get richer. So find out how people get rich. Find out how people are getting those views and those subscribers. And that's what I'm teaching and training and showing you now. You're learning along right with us. That's one of the keys here, is that by spending time with us, by hitting the like button, by subscribing to the channel, you're learning as we add more subscribers, as we add more videos, as we add more content. You will learn what we're doing. It's an open book. We will learn and we will share. You will learn and you will share. And you'll be able to help other people as well if you're interested in following in our footsteps. Now, you can just learn from the material from a marketing perspective, from a business development perspective, from a consulting perspective, and so on and so forth. You might even just try to figure out, how do I come up with these ideas? That's a topic for another video for another day. Like, where do the ideas come from? Well, some of that is already in the Rhodes Brothers channel. If you go look, you'll see some of that material already. But you see what I'm getting at. Things are not fair. Every video is not the same. Let's continue. It's part of the process. Number 3, very much related to the previous point. Number 3 is, it's a numbers game. You need quantity so that you understand this unfair distribution. So you can find the losers. You're looking for the failures. You want to know what doesn't work. So you do less of it, not more. Not, I have to do 10 videos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Assuming that they're all going to be the same and equal. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. No. You're going to have one or two that are the winners far and away. But the only way you know that one or two are winners is because you've done 10 or 15 or 20. That's the only way you really get the breakaway winners, right? It's a numbers game. So keep producing. And really, the more content that you produce, it's like a lottery, right? Because the more content that you produce, the more chances you have to win. You have the more chances to connect with people and to resonate with people and to provide value to people and so on and so forth. It's just more is more. That's something my brother and I talk about all the time. More is more. It's not just more is a little more or more is equal to more. More is exponentially more. So as you add more, you get exponentially more data, exponentially more subscribers, exponentially more views. Now remember, I just said a moment ago that when you have a breakaway winner, people will resonate with you. They'll love you. They'll like you. They'll trust you. And very often they will spend time looking at your back catalog. They'll go and look at your other material. And they might actually want to take a look at, and they might enjoy the videos that were previously losers. We've had videos in the past, okay? We've had videos and we've had actually teachings and trainings in the past that were basically losers, but then they get a new life because they get new people, a new audience, new viewership, and the people come in and they take a look. Okay, so it's a numbers game. Keep producing. It's like a lottery. Your chances go up the more you produce, and that your chances go up of success go up dramatically. And again, this is about subscribers and people resonating with you, knowing, liking, and trusting you. Okay, so the fourth item here out of 5 is don't be afraid to take risk. When I'm creating these videos, I know that they are not perfect. At this point in time, we're doing virtually no editing whatsoever. In the future, will we? Almost for sure. We'll have people that are going to edit these videos, make them snazzy, make them cool. They won't be as old school as this. These are the early days, but I don't mind because I am testing. I'm obviously teaching and training and providing value and doing wonderful things, the best that I can for you to help you out, providing value to the maximum, as is my brother. But here's the thing. I'm religiously, like dogmatically, taking risk after risk after risk. I mean, look at that. You can see this paper right here. I'm looking at some of my notes here. I don't want to miss a thing. I'm taking a risk by showing you the paper, but I don't mind. I'm showing you this, and it's like, well, in the future, that paper would be edited out. It'd be like a cool jump, right? It'd be like there'd probably be some noise, or there'd be like instead there'd be a PowerPoint or a chart popping up. That's the future. That's not now. It'll happen. But the only way I can get there is to know that these videos are resonating with you. When we get more subscribers, when the value of the channel just goes up, we can't deny that we need to invest even more time, more money, more resources, and making the production value even higher than it already is. That's about taking risk. That's about testing. And growth very often comes from taking chances and failing. So we don't know what we shouldn't be doing until we do it. We don't know what we shouldn't be doing until we do it, and we fail. We can read the books, we can talk to consultants, we can, theorize, but until we do something and then it fails, or create an entire video and then it fails, until we do that, we don't know. We need to get the videos out. We need to create these videos and see what works, what resonates. If it resonates and we are on the same wavelength, wah, right? And it's fantastic, right? If we know that, then we do more of that because the market is telling us that. You are telling us that. In fact, go down in the comments below and let us know what you think. What are you learning? What is it that's standing out? What do you want to know? What should we be creating for you on our way to 1,000 subscribers? Now, what I've done there is I've future paced we're not done at 500 subscribers. In fact, as I'm, saying what I'm saying right now, I think we're at like 565 or 570. I just couldn't get to this fast enough because we're growing so fast. We'll probably be at 600 or 700 by the time you see this. It might even be 800. I don't know. Maybe it'll drop down for some reason. I really don't know. But we're on a path to 1,000, and we're testing and we're failing our way to 1,000 subscribers. Really think about that for a moment. Pause the video if you need to. We're failing our way to 1,000. Even though we're only at 500, we're failing our way there. And the reason for that is that I know the majority of the material that I create and that my brother and I work on together, I know that when it comes to the videos, many of them just won't cut the mustard. Many of them won't be good enough. They won't resonate. But 1 out of 5 probably will. That's what the data tells me. And so that's how we reached 500 subscribers, by failing our way there. And this is perfectly reasonable. The algorithm helps us out with this. Trust me. YouTube is like, nope. And they take their thumb and they crush our skulls, right? And we also know because of the comments and the feedback and the likes and the subscriptions from people just like you. Okay, number 5, speaking of you, and thank you so much for spending time with me. I love it so much. And I do mean you. I do mean you very, very much. And my brother and I really appreciate you. We focus on our viewers, on our readers, on our customers very, very much. We obviously care about ourselves and our livelihoods and our families and so forth. We love our friends and family and neighbors and so on. We do. We love them, of course. But we really love and appreciate our customers and viewers as well. We wouldn't be able to do what we do if we weren't able to connect with you. And every single market, every single audience, because people talk like that. They say, ooh, market or niche or audience. I'm guilty of that as well. But one of the things I always stop myself with, I always stop myself at some point in time when I'm using that language over and over, and I realize something so critical. And what that is that a market or niche or some group of people is really one person at a time. There's not like 50 people in your home watching this right now, or maybe you're commuting to work, or maybe you're on, like on the train or something else. Maybe you're on an airplane. I don't know where you're at right now, but it's very likely this is not like a watch party where there's 50 people huddled around watching this right along with you, like a party, like you're at the movies or something. No, this is one-to-one. It's you and I. And so every time I have to think about what I'm saying, and I'm thinking, oh, I have to speak to the audience or to the market, to the niche. No, take a step back. Take a step back and think, I am speaking to my avatar, my ultimate best friend, customer, the very, very best, most loyal viewer. I'm thinking of an individual. And sometimes that individual changes a little bit. Sometimes female, sometimes male, sometimes a little bit younger, sometimes a little bit older, sometimes a little less educated, sometimes a little more educated, sometimes maybe a little bit more nerdy, maybe a little bit more like a housewife, maybe a grandmother, maybe someone who doesn't have kids, maybe someone who is a CEO, maybe someone who is just getting started with their very first job, maybe someone who is trying to do a side hustle, maybe someone who is going into retirement. Do you see? I shift and I think, will this message work for that person? And that person is you. And I know you even though I don't know you, because I've thought about it and I'm working so hard to resonate one-to-one, looking into your eyes by looking into the camera. But I know that you are on the other side of this. So focusing on viewers, customers, people that are loyal, people that care, people that want to know more, that are trying to self-actualize, that are trying to overcome. Maybe there's adversity, obstacles, maybe there's trauma, Maybe you're feeling down and depressed, maybe anxious, all of the above. That's what we're here for. We know that we're dealing with you. We know that we're dealing with an individual, and we never forget that. Even sending out an email to tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of people, even when we're doing that, we still think this message is for a single person reading or viewing or hearing this message. If that doesn't give you a eureka moment, an aha, I don't know what will, but that should. If you ever need to think about how you're working with people, how you're talking about your material, about how you're trying to create YouTube videos or other video material, or even write an article, that is a guiding principle. You're always, always better off thinking about communicating, interacting, getting on the same page as one other person at a time. One at a time. One subscriber at a time. One buyer at a time. One opt-in at a time. One person who gets onto your email list at a time. And I could go on. And you understand that because you're sharp, and I appreciate that. And again, it's about what provides value to you. So again, keep improving the quality of your videos. Get 1% better. Have that as a mindset, as a strategy, every video. Number 2, understand that nothing is fair or going to be equal over time when it comes to your videos. That is the Pareto principle in action a different way. That's the 80-20 rule. Number 3, it is a numbers game. Keep producing. Do not stop. Keep swimming. Number 4, do not be afraid to take risk, make mistakes. Growth comes from mistakes. Test, 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 test like crazy. And then focus on viewers, subscribers, loyalists, the one person at a time. Do not focus on yourself to the detriment of the person on the other side. Even when you're working within a market or a niche, or you've identified some topic or you have some passion, there still is a single person who's on the other side who is a possible subscriber. And on that note, what do you think? How about becoming a subscriber? Like the video, become a subscriber if you haven't done so, and leave a comment below. Let us know what you think. Let us know in the comments below. Also in the description, we have some great material that's available for free. And also please send this episode to someone who you think might benefit from its message. You know the value that we provide, and you know that you're sharing some of the very, very best possible material for people who are on their own journey, who are looking for their own breakthrough. As always, these Rhodes brothers really do appreciate your time and attention, and we'll definitely see you in the next teaching and training. Thank you. John S. Rhodes, signing off.